Hello everyone, welcome. Today we're going to play around with this real cute mushroom die that came in my Crafty Advent Calendar Day 8. And I'm just going to get this put together. So I took a couple different colors there. I've got Latte from Spellbinders and can't think of the yellow color's name. But I did take that inside of the mushroom part, kind of the underneath of the mushroom, and I put a little rusty hinge ink on there just to darken it, give it some shadow, just because that is the underneath of that there mushroom. And then we've got this little tiny mushroom here, and I'm just going to get it glued up and laid down on its base, and I'm going to tilt the mushroom top in a little wonky way, because I mean usually when you see mushrooms they're kind of wonky looking. So I'm just going to lay it wonky and just lay this aside, let them dry. And I've got my little pieces of grass there that I use some ink blending with the hinge. And I'm just bringing in some Spellbinders Latte just for my background panel. And I've cut the middle out of it because I like to make my Spellbinders paper or cardstock go a long way because it is wonderful paper. So that's going to be the outside edge. And then I'm going to turn this Dunes paper here that I have embossed, and I will link the materials in the description below. I'm going to actually turn the pattern on its side because I think it's kind of fun, and I want this to be a landscape, not a portrait card. So I'm just going to get it laid down on there, and then I am going to bring in our stencil from the other day, and I just used Marigold, Rusty Hinge, and Vintage Photo, I believe, to ink up that stencil. And I love those colors together, and I think it just, you know, I've just got some funky patterns there with that embossed panel and then my stencil, and then I'm going to throw my mushrooms on it. I think it turned out really cute. I really liked using that stencil with those colors. I thought it was really pretty. And of course it blends real well with my mushrooms. So I'm just going to pop up that panel just to give it some extra dimension. So we'll just get this release paper off of here and get this laid down on our card, and it will really add some character to this panel that we've got. I really think it looks really cool on there with the dimension that I've got on that dune paper, and then to add the stencil and then have the latte paper behind it. I really like how the layering does. Now I'm just going to take my mushrooms and I'm going to get some glue on there, and I've actually decided I'm going to put a tiny little piece of foam tape on the stem of this mushroom just to kind of layer it up and get it laid down. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the little tiny mushroom. I will get it laid down as well, and then I try to layer up these little grassy pieces and put some foam on them, and it doesn't work out as well. I have to fiddle with them, and then eventually in the end I actually take that foam tape off and just glue it directly down to the stem of the mushroom. So you can completely disregard what I'm doing here because I'm cutting and it doesn't lay flat, and I cut some more. And like I said, eventually it just doesn't work out, so I just pull the foam tape off and just glue it straight down on the mushroom stems. I don't actually show it in the video. I think I stop it and then to get the sentiment, and then I look at it and I think, I don't like how it's looking, so then I pull the foam tape off and glue it down, and then I add my sentiment. So I add a little glue on here because I'm thinking that's going to help, but it doesn't. So this is how it looks right now. And then I actually went in, took the foam tape off, glued them down, grabbed my sentiment. I'm going to use some foam tape and get the sentiment popped up. The sentiment actually says, "Have a sweet day," and it's a real nice finish to this card. So I'll just pull off the release tape and get this laid down, and this will finish off our card. I really like it. I think it's super pretty. I hope you like it too.